Here I've got my two torque wrenches, which are ones for larger 28 to 100, 210 Newton meters, and then there's a small one 5 to 25. I'll say that's the manual. The 25 quid from Mark Barrett. I've got Mark Barrett's permission to show the manual. Just a bit of a quick look. Okay, so I'll sign off at that. I hope you found this useful. Afternoon, it's Dave XR Motorcycles here. Just want to show you a manual and some of the work I've done on the bike. Let me show you. Just wanted to show you this service manual which I purchased for the BMW S1000XR. It's by Mark Barrett, and that's the web address to get it from. Really good manual. Goes through all sorts of, that's the contents page. There's 2 or 3 contents pages. Goes through all sorts of stuff. Just show you one or two things. Is removing and installing the front wheel. Importantly, you've got the Newton meter settings, the torque settings for the front wheel pinch bolts and the wheel spindle bolt, which obviously are very useful. It just shows you how to do it, which is good. And then the other thing I was going to show you, I'm very proud of the fact that I changed my fork seals, or a fork seals. I just changed one because the other fork has got an electronic wire into it which goes to the ECU, and it wasn't leaking. So to get the just show you. Sunday, got quite a few bikers there, really nice day. Just thought I'd give you an idea of what it looks like. Big bike meeting spots. I did show this on the bike, but unfortunately it hasn't recorded, so I'll just go through it in the manual. Here are all the relevant torque settings for the for changing the fork seal. Yeah, all very useful. And if we go over the page, shows removing the sensor, I think, and then you've got the torque bolts on the caliper to remove top and bottom, and you kind of roll the caliper off. It shows taking the handlebars off. I found I didn't need to do that actually, but anyway. Okay, so now once you've taken the front wheel and the mudguard off, you can then undo the pinch bolts, the lower pinch bolts, and some pinch bolts at the top as well, which it doesn't show. And then slide the fork out. Before you do that, though, make sure you undo the top nut of the fork, or else it's very difficult to undo. Now this shows the inside of the fork once you get it off and open. I didn't actually use any of this framing stuff. I just managed to get a spanner in kind of underneath the top bit, if I can sort of point where I mean. Just underneath here, held it with that, clamped it onto the nut. There's a nut under there. You hold the nut at the top as well, and then you can undo the fork. And this shows you the broken down fork, what the parts that you get, and yeah, well, I managed to change it anyway. I was really proud of myself. Probably the most advanced advanced job I've done on the bike. So anyway, that's the end part of it. So Dave XR Motorcycles. Subscribe and like if you've liked what you've seen. And I'll see you on the next video. Plenty more to come.